Hello everyone. Today we'll discuss the drama film Good Luck to You, Leo Grande, which was released in 2022. Please enjoy your viewing. Nancy Stokes gets a fancy hotel room and hires a callboy. At the same time, Leo Grande has coffee in a nearby coffee shop and goes on a date with a new customer. When he meets the woman, he compliments her and seeks her support. He sees Nancy as anxious and offers to drink champagne and converse a little. She is ashamed of her age and keeps reminding him of it. This doesn't concern the guy because he's had much older partners than her. Nancy is a good and well-mannered woman who formerly worked as a school teacher. She has always been an excellent mother and wife, but after her husband died 2 years ago, the children began to live alone. After retirement, she recognized that the majority of her life's journey had already been finished, but she still couldn't appreciate it. She expects to have joy for the first time in bed with her spouse after booking a hotel and ordering a man on call. She only learned about it from literature. She asks the guy to do it straight now. She becomes uneasy as they continue to speak because she had previously regarded his art to be unacceptable and filthy. At the same time, she does not want to continue the talk and wishes to become intimate with the lad as quickly as possible, savoring the young, attractive man's physique. The man doesn't mind getting down to business, and he kisses the woman to help her relax and release her inner shackles and overwhelming dread. Nancy is concerned that she will not like the guy and proposes that he take some drugs, but he is confident that he can manage without them. Realizing that closeness with the male is unavoidable, the woman rushes to the restroom to clean up and change her clothes. Leo undresses and finds a comfy position. Nancy doesn't appear for a long time, so he decides to take a snack, discovering a chocolate bar in the minibar. She soon returns to the bedroom, but the smell of the candy bar turns her off, and the youngster needs to brush his teeth. In a flash, he understands the issue is not the candy bar, but Nancy herself. Fearing closeness with another man, she has changed her mind and is willing to pay for the meeting even if it does not proceed as planned. Leo informs the woman that her actions are not impulsive, but rather a well-thought-out decision. For 30 years, her closeness has been equally uninteresting, and she now has one last chance to change that. It's time to crawl under the covers and keep getting to know each other. Nancy recognizes her young beau is not foolish or uneducated, so she does not understand why he needs this work. This doesn't bother him because it's an intentional decision that makes him feel both needed and loved. He will not inform his mother about it or deceive her. He informs her that he works on an oil rig. Nancy has 2 children, a wayward daughter and a responsible son who attends university. She finds them uninteresting since they are very proper, much like their mother. To delight the woman, Leo decides to learn more about her husband's behavior before to intimacy. It turned out that he was the woman's sole partner and had been doing so for 30 years. The woman never had any nice sensations or experiments because everything remained the same as the day before. Nancy, disappointed, sheds a tear and reveals she had always wanted to surprise her husband. She wished to provide pleasure and receive it in return. As a teenager, she met a waiter and imagined he would make her happy, but he was stopped by random bystanders. When Leo notices Nancy is relaxed, he kisses her and works hard to gain money. During the second meeting, the woman feels more free and calm. Leo does not embarrass her, and she speaks with him gently. At the same time, she is still living the life of a teacher. Therefore, she has made a list of wishes that she hopes to accomplish with Leo in bed. The list contains 5 items. Beginning with the first and most difficult one, Leo notes that the woman remains a little shy. He asks her to let go of her inner shackles and thoughts of judgment. He believes they will make significant progress. She recognizes that many nuns have more experience than she has, so she is prepared to kneel and gratify her boyfriend. She needs to brush her teeth. Nancy is concerned about not satisfying Leo as she unbuckles her belt, but he assures her that he will only be dissatisfied if she bites off. An unexpected phone call ruins the moment. The daughter is in trouble and needs to speak to her mother. The daughter went to receive excellent guidance and support. When she returns, the woman is eager to continue what she has begun and proposes dancing and relaxing a little. As they dance, Nancy gets less shy and begins to smile. She finally feels liberated. The couple is once again interrupted by a call from their daughter, spoiling the romantic scene. The woman is exhausted and does not wish to answer the phone. Leo jokes and asks whether she's ready to pick up the phone and say her mouth is full, but the woman rejects this option. After dealing with her daughter's issues, she is ready to bow down again and demand to continue, but they are not in a hurry. Leaning against him, the woman feels his muscles and begs him to remove his shirt. She feels uneasy as she admires her lover's perfect figure. Her breasts are reaching her navel, and her hips have lost their original shape. Putting Nancy in front of a mirror, the lover instructs her to accept herself as she is. To assist the teacher relax, he offers role-playing, which Nancy dislikes. When she realizes how ridiculous the notion is, she begins to cry and refuses to remove Leo's pants. The callboy relaxes Nancy, allowing her to speak more candid things. During the third meeting, the woman is more relaxed and lets her boyfriend please her with gentle kisses. She is still unable to experience pleasure, but she refuses to imitate it. Nancy wants to get to know the guy better now that she's completed the second item on her bucket list, but Leo argues against excessive frankness because there are personal space boundaries that must not be breached. Nancy decided to find out Leo's real name, and she was successful thanks to an internet search. When he finds out, he becomes enraged and begins to plan his escape. He does not want to continue the meeting and will not return to this room. Nancy feels guilty and apologizes since she only wanted to get closer to each other and is willing to reveal her true name. Leo doesn't want to hear it because the woman has poked her head in an inappropriate place. It turns out that when he was a teenager, she and other classmates hosted an adult party, which his mother discovered. Since then, she has abandoned her kid, telling her friends that he is dead. Feeling abandoned, Leo left his home permanently and now works as a call boy. Leo Grande's real name is Connor. The boy goes away, but comes back a minute later to retrieve his smartphone. He can't find the phone, which causes Leo to become enraged, to which the neighbors and hotel manager react. Finding the smartphone behind the chair, the guy bids Nancy farewell and departs, promising to repay the money for the date. In the fourth meeting, the woman has ordered another call guy and is waiting for him in the hotel car. She knows one of the waitresses as Becky, a former student who misbehaved in school. Afraid of sounding frivolous, the woman claims she is waiting for the person she will sell the automobile to. When she arrives, she expresses gratitude for meeting him and apologizes for her unacceptable behavior. Nancy recommended him to her friends and did not hesitate to reveal his real name. Feeling trusted, Leo discusses his past and the faults he's made. Nancy summons Becky and informs her that Leon is not a buyer, but a great lover whom she has been seeing for a month. She has already reserved a room and is eager to have fun with the young man. School and moral lectures are now behind her. The woman has discovered she understands how to live and appreciate life. After reaching the correct conclusions, she advises Becky to use her head and not be afraid of secret desires. Pleasure is not a sin, but rather a marvel that everyone should enjoy. After leaving the cafe, Nancy and Leo return to their room to enjoy one another once again. After making love, they decide to rest and recoup. Looking at the naked man, the woman begins to enjoy it herself, and for the first time in her life, she is successful. At the end of the date, they both recognized it was their final meeting. Nancy was able to fulfill her wants and enjoyed pleasure to the utmost. Therefore, she is ready to say goodbye to her younger lover. When she is left alone, she looks in the mirror again and notices that she has no imperfections. She is not afraid or ashamed of herself. She has finally learned to be herself and appreciate who she is. This is the ultimate happiness. This is where the film finishes.